Have you ever done a painting and come back to it like a couple hours later, or in my case, the next day, and look at it and you're like, I think I could do better? Well, that's exactly what happened to me several times, as a matter of fact, but this time I decided to film it. I had done a painting using this Meeden 24 tube watercolor set. Hi, I'm Cindy, and welcome to my channel. I'm a born and bred New Yorker, proud Latina cancer survivor, and I discovered my love for watercolors and art in my early 60s. I looked at the painting this morning. I'm like, no, I'm not too happy with it. So come with me as I do part 2 of the painting. I just watched these and I like what I see so far. I mean, I think this palette would be great for florals and landscapes because look at the amount of yellows they have, the amount of reds, even a rose color, which is really nice. Look at the amount of greens. I love this deep green. I love phthalo green too. And I like the way it blended there. It doesn't have Payne's gray, which is, kind of interesting. That's a deep black. So, okay, so what I have done was taking this tube set and put it onto the pan. What I was told to do was when you transfer, this is from several YouTube artists, when you transfer a tube to a pan, you should let it dry overnight and let it settle. So that's what I did. I was looking at this painting last night that I had done, and I'm not thrilled with it. I have to admit, I did film it using the Meeden paints, but I'm not crazy about it. I don't like this at all. And the chairs are too centered, even though that's the way it looks a little off center here in this reference photo, but it's a little too centered here. I'm going to simplify the painting. So I'm going to do it again. I taped everything off. So I didn't do that here, and it did bleed into the other page, which doesn't make me too thrilled. I'm also going to use cotton paper this time instead of cellulose. So I'm using this is the Dun Zoom 5x5 by 3x5, 140 pound, 300 GSM, 100% cotton paper, even though it doesn't say 100% cotton in the cover. In this 30 sheets. I have done that before. I have made several paintings. If I see a painting that I think I could improve upon, I go ahead and do it again. I'm going to spritz it with water to activate it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a flathead this time. This is a 1/4 inch flathead brush for the sky. This is the number 3 Meeden quill brush. I will probably be using a fan brush for the grass area. And I will probably be using this number 8 round. Oh yes, now I have my Meeden dual wells. One for wash, one for rinse. Yes, I am a big Meeden fan. I'm going to create dark green, possibly a dark brown too. So I'm going to start with the dark green. Take the sap green probably. So I should do that just to have that on the go. I was watching Ellen Cremy Trent's video, and she created a dark green by using sap green and ultramarine blue, which that's what this is. So let's see. I'm trying to get better at mixing colors. I forgot to mention my sea sponge for the leaves. It takes up a lot of pigment. I'm trying to make it 80% water and 20% pigment. So I think that's good. That's good for now. Yay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wet on wet on the sky. And I did sketch this out. with the chairs off to the right, not exactly in the center, but off to the right, using the watercolor pencils I got from Temu. That's what I use them for. I sketch it because they dissolve. There's no lines. It dissolves when in contact with water. So you see I'm saturating this. 100% cotton paper. I'm going to use this. Whoa. Yeah, it is that. What I'm also going to do is use a blue at the top. It's blue here. And I'm going to use a lighter blue or more turquoisey blue. What I'm also going to do is take this, crumple up this, crumple up this paper towel, and I'm going to see if I could create clouds. I could. Yay. Yay. Let me see if I could just make it look a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. I'll use this. So I'll use this. This. A little bit of red, just a touch, just a hint of red. Hint of the lemon yellow. Probably use this green. Use darker green, I think might be better. It should be light green actually. Maybe it's time I should switch to my round brush. I think that would be a good idea. But I should have, well, all right. Thinking out loud, thinking out loud. Okay, so what I should do is just elongate this more over here. That, bring that there, bring that there. This technically won't matter because it's going to be covered with leaves, but it's always good to extend it. So I realized. Let me switch to the Meeden. The Meeden is the dark green. This is where the dark green is going to come in handy. So this is what on dry. Let's see if I could go in there with that. Go in there with this. Go in there with that. Oops. Right. What I think I should do now is the chairs. I'm gonna use the raw umber for the chairs. Oh, I should put green there. Okay. I need to darken this a little bit. Actually, it looks like it's gray. It's sitting on some gray items there. Maybe. A little bit of just some touch of black here to make cause shadows. So it's not all one color, one flat color. There's a light green over here, looks like. And then from there it gets dark. From there it gets dark green. I'll make some more dark green. The sap green. Persian blue. Actually, that was the light green area, I just realized. Let me see if I could lift it with a damp brush and put the light green back, since it's like, yeah, I could lift it. Yay. Okay. So let me put the light green back. Okay. Try and fill this in a little bit more better. I don't like all these white areas. Painting this is like I want to be sitting in one of those chairs looking at a sunset. What I'm going to start to do is put, I think, there's a big, hefty trunk here. There's also two little ones over here. Two skinny ones here. Okay, let me just mix it with black. They're kind of, half of it's in the shade. Same thing there. Half of that's in the shade. Actually, there's another small one behind in the middle practically. And there's another one there. It's actually very dark. Let me see, hold on. All right, let me go ahead and just use black. I don't like using black because it's so dominating. But I think I'll need it here. Break out the sea sponge. Now it's the sea sponge time. And use, I'm going to pull this out. Okay, pull this out. Dip it into the sea sponge, the half pan into the sea sponge, and put it all the way on top. Some of it goes out. Sea sponge comes in so handy. It's great for leaves. This one looks a little too symmetrical, so I'm gonna switch hands again. And this is so much fun. Oh, highly recommend you try this. This is great. Love the sea sponge. Okay, so I'm going to put this back. Put that back in there. And now I'm going to try the dark green. You see, I'm going to need to make more. Let me switch hands. This one still looks a little too symmetrical for me. Spraying the black, dipping the black in there, because a lot of it is covered. It's very dark. It's almost, yeah, it is almost black. So yeah, like there's some certain areas here, definitely areas here. Let's see, over here definitely. It's a lot of black. Over here. Yeah, I simplified this a lot. A lot more black there. I don't want it to lose the green as well. It looks okay. Okay. Still looks a little symmetrical to me. I think I'll just, yeah, I'll do that. So at least break the symmetry here. Okay, I think that's it for that. What I'm going to do is use the Meeden number 3 quill again and put in little tree trunks. Little branches that stick out. I'm going to have a branch that sticks out. It's a little bit wet. Yeah, it's wet. It's very wet. Okay, so maybe here. It's still wet. Maybe up here. Let me see. Hold on. Because there's still there are branches that stick out. Yeah. I like the fact that it's not totally black. Well, it's going to be black now. Let's see if I can use this. Let's see. Right, because there are some trunks here. I'm going to show some trunks. Well, still too black. Still too, yeah. I don't want to do what I did yesterday. I want it to be a lot. Well, put that over there. I love the fact that you could brush those very fine lines. Okay. This might need, it looks too washed out. Still looks a little symmetrical to me. Okay, I'm gonna work on that. Let's see, maybe if I could just dab a little bit. Maybe I'll need to break out the sea sponge again. Let's see. What I think I should do is try with the green. Let's see. I doubt it very much. Yeah, it's not doing it. Maybe what I should do is just put it in there and then a little bit better. Also, what I'm gonna do is with this, what's left of it, I should just make some more. Just make some more Persian blue. There is some shadow here. Yeah, it's not dark enough. Okay. Shadows there. There is some shadow there. now is the time to break out the fan brush. Oh, maybe I'll use this, put that in there. I wonder if I could use that. Yeah, I could. Look at that. Oh, it's awesome. Yay. I need to work on the chairs. Yeah, I need to put it in the dark. Let's see, hold on. Some of this. No, put that there. This needs more definition. It's just too. I think it's like gray rocks or something. That might be too much definition. See, that might be too much. See, that happens when you use black. I want to see if I could. Let me see if I could break out this paper towel again, and if I could lift it off. That would be great. Yes. Well, it's working. Some of it is. Yeah. So I think that's about it. Now to remove this, remove the tape. Remove the tape. It's a fun part. Brings the painting together, I think. I use regular masking tape. Wow, look at that. What do you think? This was yesterday, and this is today. I like this, actually. I like this more than this. I enjoy working with these Meeden 24 tubes. Although they have light fast information, I wouldn't use them on my paintings that I want to sell or I want to put in my Etsy shop. But things like for your journals, for sketching, and I've been using them when I go out to plein air paint. Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, has a very interesting review on these very paints. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. If you're interested in dabbing a toe into the watercolor tubes, I would recommend this as a starter set because it's very reasonable. And as you can see, the colors are vibrant. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like and subscribe and share. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.